Good afternoon, folks. It is here. Well, it's been here past couple of days. It's October 3rd, and season opened in Virginia on October 1st, which was this past Saturday. However, the remnants of Hurricane Ian have been coming through Virginia, and we've basically been getting rain for 3 days straight now, and it's pretty frustrating because the weather was so beautiful before. But today we had a little bit of a break in the rain, and it's gotten real cool. It's about mid-50s, so I'm trying to get out for a few hours this evening. I just got off work. It's about 3 o'clock now, and I'm just about to the property that I'm going to be hunting. The piece I'm going to today is a large piece of private that I have access to pretty close to where I live. It's about 200 acres. It's a beautiful piece of property, a whole lot of deer out there, and just on doe patrol today, and most of this early season is gonna be the same, just going after a few does while the weather's not cooperating. It is raining now, of course, and it probably will rain the rest of the evening, but I know getting out last night, there were definitely deer still moving in the wind and the rain, and the wind's definitely laid down a lot. So hopefully I can get one in range tonight. I've put a stand out on this property, but I also have my hang on that I'm going to be walking in with and just doing a hanging hunt tonight. I'm going to a grove of persimmons that I know about that hopefully are fruiting, and hopefully the deer are hitting. So like I said, almost there. Excited to get out into the woods. Been waiting a long time to get out in the woods. I'm pretty anxious given the rain that kept me out of the woods this past couple of days. So I'm going to be out there in no time, and I'll be catching up with you guys from there. Well, settled in the stand here, and it's pouring, but I saw 3 deer back in the woods behind me as I was setting up. Just had that fox come through. It looks like this is kind of going to be what it's like the rest of the evening, which just sucks because this forecast for today has changed 5 or 6 times since I've gotten up this morning. So just going to sit tight. I'm in a solid spot. There's a grove of persimmons here at the edge, and sitting right on the edge of the field, maybe 20 yards in. So 20-yard shot to the field, a bunch of trails crossing behind me in these woods. It's not raining too hard in the woods, but it's wet, so just gonna sit tight, enjoy the evening. I'm glad I'm out. First sit of the season. Not gonna rule anything out, so let's hope anything walks by.
Ooh, that got me going. Gosh, I've missed this. I was sitting here trying to stay warm because it's cooled off quite a bit. And I saw a small doe back in the woods here, coming like kind of right towards me. So I started to get ready, and she disappeared into this thicker stuff on my right. And I was just trying to scan the setup and make sure there weren't any more deer around. Next thing I know, I look out into this field and I see a big old doe out there. She definitely knew something was up because she was like stopped dead, but she was looking at that smaller doe come out of the tree line here on the field edge. And as that small doe approached her, she started to walk again. And I haven't really talked about it too much, but back in June I picked up a new bow. Saved 7 years to get one of these nicer bows, and I've been hunting for 11 years with the same little bear compound. And don't get me wrong, I mean, it was an amazing bow. I still have it. I still plan on hunting with it, but I picked this bow up and I've been shooting it every day since, and I'm super confident with it. And that was a bit of a poke. She was out there at about 40 yards, and it's definitely right on the edge of where I'm comfortable shooting a deer. Held my 40-yard pin right on her, and I knew she would drop and wheel pretty hard because these deer pressured, and I ended up having to stop her in my shooting lane here. It turned out to be a really good shot, aiming for that lower third of the vitals, and looks like it drilled her. It had that really hollow sound. It was definitely forward, so I'm not thinking guts, but noticed I knocked another arrow, so my hunt's not over. If I see another deer, I'm definitely going to take a shot at it. Hopefully it's a little closer though. We got about 45 minutes of hunting time left, so I'll probably get it another 15 or 20. Waiting to stand, and I'm going to go check out First Blood. Gosh, what an awesome way to start the season. First sit, let's go. Well, it's about 6:40 now, and I do have about 30-40 minutes left of legal hunting here, but I just checked the weather, and there's some rain in the forecast again coming in the next hour or so, so I'm going to start packing down my stand and then get out to the field edge, pick up blood at, hopefully find the arrow. And like I said, the shot felt really good, and it doesn't look like I should be afraid or nervous about it at all. So hopefully it's a short track job, but I'll update you guys back at the arrow. Well, folks, just got to the tree line here. My stand is right back in there in that tree. There's this big one leaning, and I was just behind it. Great cover. And this deer was right out here in the field, maybe another 10 yards in. So I'm going to go try to find the arrow and First Blood and pick up the track from there. Alright, I'm out here to the shot location. Light's dwindling. It's going to be tough to track through this I don't even know, weeds. But my arrow's right here, so I'm gonna pull it out and give it a look. See the knock glowing underneath everything here. Wow, dirty. Does not look bad. Oops. There we go. Looks like it zipped right through her. Like I said. Looks like good blood. I'm gonna see if I can find some drops on the way here. Get the track going. Yes. Well, folks, we've recovered her, and it's quite a bit after the shot now, and with all this rain we've been getting, literally since I shot her it's been raining, and it just let up the past 30 minutes here. We lost blood completely, and we're basically grid searching this entire place, and I honestly, this is just dumb luck. I had no blood. The only thing that gave her away was that she was with a younger doe when I shot her, and when I was walking by here, I'm just on the inside of this timber, I heard one jump up, so I was just scanning this whole place, grid searching it, and just walked right up on her. I saw the white belly from like 10 yards away, so it's cool, but it's not super cool, so I'm gonna get her drug out of here, get her gutted right away, and then I'll meet up with you guys when I get her out of the woods. Well, guys, got her back to where the tree stand is, where all our stuff is, and as I mentioned, I'm just pretty surprised by how far she went there. It hit right where I thought it did. Perfect shot, right in the armpit on the near side, and exited a little higher right behind the shoulder on the opposite side, and she managed to run over 100 yards across this field and then back into the woods on the other side. She was with a fawn, and I ended up jumping up the fawn when I was looking for her, and that's what clued me into where she was, and I just grid searched that entire spot. Ended up finding her tucked in under a deadfall, and happy to recover her. Like I said, really surprised how far she went, but what an awesome first sit of the season. It doesn't really get better than this. I'm gonna get her gutted, get her cleaned up, get her back to the truck, and I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you from the woods next time.